Mom, the wedding's about to start, and where are you? You're so loud! I have a hangover. Keep it down. Huh? A hangover? That's right. Yesterday, Lily brought some delicious alcohol home. I couldn't resist and drank it. Wait, you drank Lily's alcohol? Mom, that was probably expensive. So what if it was expensive? Lily loves me, so of course she'd want to share with her mother, unlike some ungrateful daughters I know. Mom, please. Today is supposed to be my special day. Your special day? Ha! Every day is special when you have a daughter like Lily. She's so considerate, so beautiful. Can we not talk about Lily right now? Wait a minute. The ceremony's about to start. Don't tell me you're still at home. Not just at home, in bed. Oh, right. It's your wedding today, isn't it? We're canceling. Are you kidding me? You promised you'd at least come to the ceremony. I did promise, but thinking about it more, going would just be a waste. Besides, that venue will only have disabled people there, and I don't want to catch their craziness. What are you even talking about? There won't be any disabled people there. It's just a normal wedding. Huh? Any man who would choose you can't be normal. He must be some crazy disabled person. Disabilities are hereditary, right? So the whole family must be full of disabled people. I don't want to breathe the same air as people like that. Mom, you don't even know my fiancé or his family. How can you say such horrible things? I don't need to know them. Birds of a feather flock together. An ugly girl like you could only attract someone equally pathetic. That's enough! There are things you can say and things you can't. Oh, please, spare me the lecture. You think you're so high and mighty now that you're getting married? I'm not trying to be high and mighty. I just wanted my parents at my wedding. Is that too much to ask? Yes, it is too much to ask when the daughter is you. If this were Lily's wedding, I'd be there in a heartbeat. I'd buy the most expensive dress, get my hair done. But it's not Lily's wedding, it's mine. Your other daughter's wedding. Other daughter? I only have one daughter worth acknowledging. You're the worst family ever. You completely ignored me my whole life, but I still thought of you as parents. That's why I invited you to my wedding. Don't act like you're doing us a favor. It's your fault for being born ugly. Your sister is so cute, though. Ugly people don't deserve to be loved. Actually, I don't even want to think of such an ugly child as my daughter. I see. So you don't even think of me as your daughter. I was mistaken. Finally, you understand! I've never once thought of you as my daughter. Going to an ugly sister's wedding would just be a waste of gift money. We're canceling. Sorry, the parents' seats will be empty. You know what? I'm done begging. Then definitely don't come. Like we'd go. Have fun with your freak show of a wedding. At least the people who do come actually care about me, unlike some people. Whatever. I'm going back to sleep. Don't bother us again.
Peach, you look beautiful. I'm sorry about your parents.
Thank you, Richard. I should have expected this.
So they really canceled at the last minute?
10 minutes before the ceremony, Mom said it would be a waste of gift money and that everyone here must be disabled.
What terrible parents! I don't want to speak ill of someone else's parents, but yours really are the worst!
It's okay, Richard. You don't need to be considerate. I think they're the worst too. I resented them. I even hated them. But I held on to hope that they might change just because they're my parents.
That's natural as a child. Parents are role models and the closest people to their children. It's normal to hope they'll change.
I kept thinking maybe if I tried harder, maybe if I was more successful, maybe if I found someone to love me, they'd finally see me as worthy.
Peach, you were always worthy. Their failure to see that is their loss, not yours.
Thank you, Richard, but I can't forgive what happened today. Those people never raised me properly. It was you and your family who taught me about parental love, who showed me what family means. Even though we're in-laws, you're precious family to me. I won't stand for them insulting my family.
Thank you for getting angry on our behalf, Peach. Your resentment runs deep, and you're an adult now. You understand the right way to settle that resentment.
Yes, I'll do what I can in my own way.
That's the spirit. If there's anything I can help with, just let me know. This is quite...
What is it, Richard?
For now, could you tell me where your parents work?
Huh? Their workplace?
I heard your father works in the same industry as me. I don't want to do business with a company that has such inconsiderate people, so I thought I'd look into it.
Well, this is awkward. They're actually among your clients. My father mentioned it once when he was drunk. He said he'd found a major client and was bragging about it.
Wait, they work for one of our client companies?
Yeah, Dad was so proud of landing your company as a client. He said it was going to secure his position at work.
I see. Then I need to cancel that contract immediately.
Huh?
Don't worry, this isn't an emotional decision. I want to protect my employees. I can't do business with a company that has employees who do such inconsiderate things.
Richard, you don't have to do that for me.
I'm not just doing it for you. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. People with such character shouldn't benefit from our business.
Peach, where are you? Mom, what are you doing here? You said you weren't coming. We need to talk to you right now. Talk? After what you said this morning? You guys bursting in here ruined the whole wedding atmosphere. Bursting in? It's your fault for not inviting us properly to your unpopular wedding. Not inviting you properly? I sent you formal invitations months ago. I called you every week to confirm. I did invite you, but you canceled this morning. Shut up! That's not the point right now. You tricked us. I heard the groom's father is the CEO of that major corporation. He was Dad's client. Why didn't you tell us? You never asked about my fiancé's family. Every time I tried to tell you about him, you'd change the subject or leave the room. You should have insisted. You should have made it clear how important this wedding was. Do you have any idea what you've done to us? What I've done? I got married. That's what people do. Dad's contract got cancelled because you lied about us being inconsiderate parents. What have you done? Lied? You canceled 10 minutes before the wedding and said the gift money would be a waste. How is that a lie? You took it out of context. You made us sound worse than we are. Worse than you are? You called my future family disabled people and said you didn't want to breathe the same air as them. We were just being cautious. You're not even cute. You're selfish and a money drain. Pay back all the money we spent on you. You forgot all about us raising you, you ungrateful child. Go tell your in-laws it was all a lie right now. Raising me? I don't remember being raised by you, though. Oh, right. I was abandoned and thrown outside alone sometimes. I stayed alone in the park until late because I'd get hit at home. We never hit you. You're exaggerating. Am I? Should I show everyone the scars I still have? That's different. All parents discipline their children. Discipline? You locked me on the balcony in winter. You made me sleep outside when Lily wanted my room for her friends. Well, thanks to that, I met my fiancé. Did I really do that? You did! Richard and his family will testify. They're the ones who found me alone in the park and took me in. They invited me to their home for meals, introduced me to their son, my current fiancé, as a playmate. And when I begged them not to call the police because I had a little sister, they listened. We were going through a tough time back then. A tough time that lasted my entire childhood? They're truly, truly kind people, but you called my family disabled and treated them like they were second class because of it. I can't forgive that. Look, we can work this out. Just talk to your father-in-law. Tell him we had a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? You've been misunderstanding me for 25 years. Don't be so dramatic. We're your parents. Up until now, I didn't want revenge just because you were my parents. But now, it's different. I hate you. Now you listen to me. What parents say and do is absolute. You can't talk back to me like that. Don't give me that children shouldn't defy their parents crap. You can't talk to us like that. Listen to what I say, you ugly brat. I'll cut ties with you myself. You're not my parents. I hope you suffer more than I did.
Is this Peach's mother? This is Richard from the corporate office. You did quite something today. You should prepare yourself for appropriate social consequences.
That's not it, CEO. Please listen. There's been a terrible misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? I heard your story earlier from Peach. Quite thoroughly, actually.
She's lying. She's always been a problem child.
Apparently you came to negotiate directly with me after the contract cancellation. You did well coming without an appointment.
We were desperate. Our livelihood depends on that contract.
And when you were thrown out, you caused a scene? The glass and decorations in the entrance were damaged, I heard. We'll be billing you for the damages.
That was an accident. We were just trying to get your attention. Please be reasonable.
Also, I've discussed this matter with your husband's workplace. There will be appropriate disciplinary action.
No way! Wait, this isn't fair. Why does my husband get suspended? This is too much.
Too much is what happened to Peach! How dare you hurt her all this time?
Huh? That ugly girl? We didn't hurt her. We had high expectations.
High expectations? Calling your own daughter ugly? Your heart is completely rotten!
Every parent has favorites. It's natural.
Having favorites and abandoning a child are completely different things.
We never abandoned her.
Until now, no matter how close we were, Peach was still someone else's child, so I thought I shouldn't interfere in other people's family matters. She has a kind personality, so even with such terrible parents, she said she didn't want to call the police and make it a big deal.
Then why now?
Because now she's married my son and become family. Peach became my daughter, so it's not someone else's family anymore. I'll do anything to protect my daughter.
Aren't you being a bit arrogant? I'm the one who gave birth to her. She's our flesh and blood. Then of course the one who gave birth is more important.
True. As a man, I don't understand the pain of childbirth, but I understand the hardship of raising children. So what if you gave birth? Giving birth is parental ego. Raising them is an obligation. Listen, parents aren't great. The children who allow us to become parents are the most precious and important. Don't be conceited.
You're lecturing us about parenting?
Yes, I am. You'll face the consequences of what you've done. Punishment awaits you.
What kind of punishment?
You'll find out.
What's this assault charge complaint? You moved out already? I never hit you. You did hit me 7 years ago, remember? You hit me until I was 18 and moved out. You left me on the balcony, didn't give me food. That's not assault, that's discipline. Discipline doesn't leave bruises and scars. When I was about 16, Richard told me, keep evidence of abuse as protection. So I collected recordings, videos, and lots of photos of bruises when I was beaten. You recorded us? That's illegal. It's legal to record evidence of crimes against you. I have everything documented. Even if that's true, it's past the statute of limitations. Saying it now has no effect. The statute of limitations for assault is 10 years. 7 years ago is well within that time frame. No problem. This is ridiculous. Where are your parents? Besides, this is what you wanted. You told me to pay back all the money you spent on me, remember? Huh? Nobody wanted this. You said to pay back the money, right? So I'll give it back. The only things I got from you were trauma and violence. Converting that to money, it's nothing but debt. So I'm returning it as a debt. You can't put a price on family relationships. You're right. The damage you caused is priceless. But the legal system requires monetary compensation. So we'll work with that. Pay up quickly. How much are you asking for? I've hired a lawyer too. If you don't want to pay, we'll go to court. But that'll cost you even more. A lawyer? How can you afford a lawyer? Richard connected me with the best family law attorney in the city. Money's not an issue. I don't have money to pay an ugly girl like you. You'll pay even if you don't have it. That's the minimum sincerity you should show for what you did to me. This is extortion! No, this is justice.
How are you doing, Peach? Aren't you tired? Fighting with your biological parents, the emotional burden must be immeasurable. They don't seem like people you can have a reasonable conversation with either.
Sorry, Richard. Thank you for your concern. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a troublesome situation.
Troublesome situation?
Well, my father had a pretty good income, enough that Mom didn't need to work, and they seem to have quite a bit in savings.
That's concerning. Are they trying to use their financial position to avoid consequences?
Exactly. So in the worst case, they can resolve everything with money. Dad was someone who never did any housework due to his male superiority complex, but he was good at his job.
That's problematic. If they solve it with money but don't reflect on their actions, it doesn't mean much.
Right. There doesn't seem to be anything that would be decisive. The complaint won't lead to immediate arrest either.
They need to face real consequences, not just financial ones.
But what else can we do? They have enough money to make most problems go away.
Then there might be one thing that could be a breakthrough.
Really?
However, it might involve very rude language. I hope it won't offend you.
Something that would make me uncomfortable? What is it?
I have one question. You and your sister look nothing alike. Has that ever struck you as odd?
Well, siblings don't always look alike.
True, but the difference between you two is quite striking. You favor your mother strongly, but your sister...
She looks different from all of us, now that you mention it.
I've been observing families for decades in business. There are certain patterns.
What are you suggesting?
Perhaps we should investigate further. A DNA test might reveal some interesting information.
You think?
I think your parents might have more secrets than we realized.
What have you done? Your meddling has brought our family to the brink of collapse. Not to the brink of collapse. It did collapse, didn't it? Because of your lies. You had no right to investigate our personal affairs. Well, that family deserved to be destroyed anyway. What did you say? You're talking about destroying your own family. It was never a real family to begin with. Destroying other people's families, you evil woman. The evil woman who raised that evil woman is you, Mom. Besides, the real evil woman is you. What are you talking about? Who would have thought that my seemingly perfect sister was actually the child of your affair partner? No wonder we didn't look alike. How did you figure it out? DNA testing can't be done unless you try to do it. Richard said, "Forgive the rudeness, but you don't look like your sister." Well, I thought it was natural that we didn't look alike since I'm not as beautiful as my sister. But Richard, who's been taking care of me since I was little, said we didn't look alike. That made me suspicious, so I had a DNA test done. I asked my sister to do it with me. No way! Lily betrayed me? Did she really agree to this? Rather than betrayal, Lily had her suspicions too, apparently. She said, "I did think I didn't resemble either Dad or my sister. No wonder my little sister is cuter. After all, she's genetically different from you ugly people." So all those years you called me ugly, said it was my fault I was born this way? Even if I was ugly, my ugly parts are inherited from you, Mom. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ugly like you. This explains everything. Why you always favored Lily. Why you treated Peach so differently. Mom, you always had a complex about your own face. That's why you couldn't accept me, who was born looking just like you. You always called me ugly, hideous, said I should never have been born. That's not true. I'm not just a crying child anymore. I'll make you realize what you've done. You rejected your own flesh and blood because she reminded you of yourself. You got me divorced, so do something about it. You got divorced because you had an affair and lied for years. I heard it's quite messy. The lawyers are having a field day with this case. Of course it is. Dad got fired for ruining his client relationships, and he's demanding that you pay compensation for the adultery. What a mess. You don't even have the money to pay for all of that because you were a stay-at-home mom. And now you're refusing to cough up the alimony and the compensation. Exactly. I need money because of your meddling. I don't even want to pay the compensation your father-in-law is demanding. Do something. Do something? Like what? The CEO said you were his daughter, so he'll help the mother too, right? Mother? Who are you talking about? I don't consider you my mother, so stop with the painful delusion. After everything that's happened, you still expect help? You and I are strangers, so I have no obligation to help you. Pay the compensation and damages and suffer. We can't afford all these legal fees. I don't mind if you fight the divorce and go to court. I'd actually prefer it. Make sure you pay my compensation too. How much is all this going to cost us? How much is the total? I heard you broke Richard's company windows and vases when you forced your way in. $300 in damages. That's outrageous for some glass. Plus, property destruction carries a fine of up to $300. The going rate for divorce compensation is $5,000 to $30,000 plus $20,000 for emotional distress compensation to me. Those numbers are insane! Simply calculating, that's $28,000 in claims plus fines or imprisonment. You're finished. That much money is impossible! I can't pay that! Even with our savings, that's more than we have liquid. Then take out loans or whatever and pay. You have a house, so you might win that in the property division. Well, that'll go to court too, so if you lose, you'll just be deeper in debt. This is insane! You're destroying us! I'm not destroying anything. Your lies and actions are finally catching up with you. What am I supposed to do? Please help me. I won't be able to live like this. I'm not kind enough to help a stranger. You're abandoning your parent? I'm your one and only mother. One and only mother? You said you never considered me your daughter. I was angry. I didn't mean it. You meant every word, and now I mean every word too. Where are you now? I went to the apartment you were living in, but it was empty. Oh, I already moved from there. Moved? I didn't hear about that. There's no need to tell you. We've already cut family ties. The building manager told me your mom came to the apartment where you used to live. That's right, because you were ignoring my messages. I've been trying to reach you for days. Of course I'd want to ignore them. You're both legally and emotionally draining. Just tell us where you live now. Whatever. I'll answer your question about where I live. Actually, I moved to a luxury high-rise, and it's the top floor of a premium location in the city. A luxury high-rise? How can you afford that? That's right. Richard and my husband prepared it for me. They said a high-rise would have good security, and if you came charging in, I could call the security guards. Why do you get to live in such a nice place? That's not fair. Let me live there too. After all I've been through, you're living in luxury while I'm struggling. Like I'd let you live there. Why would I need to do that? Because we're family. Family? You destroyed that years ago. Mom, I'm incredibly happy right now. The high-rise has great views and it's quiet. It's perfect. Must be nice to have rich in-laws. My husband is kind, and I'm even living with Richard's family in the high-rise. I get to spend every day with the family I love. I'm truly, truly happy. What about us? Don't we deserve some happiness too? You had your chance for happiness. You chose to throw it away. So I don't need you, Mom. Just disappear from my sight. Don't say that. I'll apologize. I'll apologize for everything up until now, so please forgive me. I'm sorry. We both made mistakes. Can't we start over? Start over? After 25 years of abuse and neglect? Please, I'm begging you. I have an ugly personality, so I won't forgive you and I'll hold grudges forever. Besides, we'll never meet again anyway. After all, you're the one who said you'd definitely never come. Remember that morning? Like we'd go to your freak show wedding. After that, Mom and Dad's divorce trial became a messy affair with mounting legal fees. The affair revelation made everything worse. Dad's lawyer argued for maximum compensation, while Mom's lawyer tried to minimize the damage. Even though they managed some property division, they both ended up in the red after legal costs. Dad was forced to quit his company and fell to doing day labor jobs. Half his earnings were taken in property division, and though he received some compensation for the adultery, it wasn't enough. He became addicted to alcohol and lives a desolate life in a tiny apartment. Mom was burdened with multiple debts, compensation to me, damages to Richard, alimony claims from Dad, plus repeated legal fees from various court cases. Even my sister Lily, whom they doted on so much, got disgusted when she learned the truth about her parentage and abandoned Mom completely. Lily said she couldn't handle the drama and moved away to start fresh. Apparently, Mom had to borrow money from some dangerous people to pay all the legal fees and compensation, but I don't know anything beyond that. I heard through mutual acquaintances that she's working multiple jobs just to survive. Meanwhile, I'm living happily with my beloved family. Richard treats me like his own daughter, and my husband loves me unconditionally. We have a beautiful home, financial security, and most importantly, genuine love and respect. There's new life growing in my belly, and I'm finally becoming a mother myself. I'm anxious about whether I, who never received proper love from my parents, can raise a child correctly. But with Richard and his family, who taught me about real family bonds, and my husband who shows me what unconditional love looks like every day, I think I'll do my best in my own way. I'm determined to break the cycle and give my child everything I never had. Sometimes I wonder if things could have been different. But then I remember all the chances I gave them over the years. They made their choices, and now they're living with the consequences. I have no regrets about choosing my own happiness over their toxic demands. My real family surrounds me now, and for the first time in my life, I know what it feels like to be truly loved and valued. That's worth more than any apology my biological parents could ever offer.